What is up, YouTube family? Everybody that has subscribed to my channel, or new followers that are just now checking this out. This is volume 6 of restoring the R30 Neilpeart DW drum kit. Cymbals, obviously, are what I'm focusing on today. I have some excellent news. I am this close to being completely done with it. So, restoring one thing, detailing and replacement completely another. I would say I did about 80% of detailing and replacing more so than actual restoring. The bass drum pedal that I'm sure you saw in some of my past episodes that I sent off to have gold plated, turns out I can't. No company out there would want to gold plate it because it's made out of aluminum metal. So I'd have to either send it back to DW to send overseas to China or another country. I think they do it over in England, they do it in Dubai, stuff like that. Or plan B, which is to just sacrifice the pedal and powder coat it. Gold. That's what we did. They came out awesome. So, and they're durable and will last a long time, being that they're powder coated. So I will reveal all that stuff here shortly and show you what I've done. Pretty excited about all of it. I've busted my ass on this drum set. So I'm going to basically just give you a rundown of cleaning cymbals today. Normally I will use cymbal polish, Sabian cymbal polish on the brilliant finish cymbals to get them that really nice shine, but I opted to go with Groove Juice, being that these are not brilliant. So I have 3 different rags here that I'm going to be using for the application. My applicator rag I'll be using to rub it in. My cool Monster, and thank you Monster, even though I don't even drink it. Freebies, obviously. This will be my buffing one. Thank you Monster. Oh, I love it. This will be my buffing one, and this is a wet one. It's kind of damp, just in case there's a haze that starts to form from the Groove Juice. I went ahead and I cut this with about a fourth of water, so I poured like a fourth out into another bottle that I have and put about a fourth of water in it to kind of dilute it a little bit. That'll prevent some of the haze to form on the cymbal. So what I'm basically going to do is pop my cap off. Going to go ahead and give it just a nice even coat all the way around. Now these have been sitting for a long time, so I want to make sure that I get a good thick coat on it. And just gonna kind of rub it in, man, and get all that dirt off. You do got to use some elbow grease on this stuff. Now, being that these have been sitting for such a long time, I might have to give them another coat. But all in all, I kind of like that old rustic look, but it's not my drum set, so. Just a little bit more here, let's see. Now if you want to be mindful of your logos, just kind of, take it easy when you go around the logo, just so you don't end up rubbing it off. I know the polish will actually eat it away super quick, but these are already pretty worn. This is the Paragon set, by the way, the Neilpeart Paragon cymbal set, and it's a pretty massive set. As you can see, there's 3 splashes, 2 sets of hi-hats,
2 Chinas, 2 16-inch crashes, and I believe 2 18-inch crashes. So, all right. So I got that rubbed in. So what I'm going to do now is take my buffing cloth and just kind of, oh, there's my cap. Just kind of buff it out a little bit. Looking better already. Yeah, some of these I gotta hit over again because, again, they've just been sitting such a long time that you know, I got tarnish markings and stuff like that on it. I want to get down here really good. So just kind of rub that in. By the way, this groove juice stuff, it works wonders on hardware as well. I'm by the ocean, and when I go out and play a gig, especially one that's on the beach, at a beach bar or something like that, over time you'll get rust on your hardware. So what I do is I will remove all, at the end of the season, I'll remove all the screws off of my snare drum or my toms, you know, whichever drums need it. And I basically, without diluting it, pour a little bit of groove juice in a cup and just throw the screws in there, man, and you'd be amazed, it eats that rust right off. It makes them look like new. So this is a little bit of a chore. I started with the big one because it was just bigger. I'm just going to keep scrubbing. Obviously these have never been cleaned, so it's taken a little bit of work to get them at least doable. Let's see here. Now what I'm going to do anyway, just to play it safe, is I'm going to take my wet rag. God, I love you, monster. And go around the cymbal here, just lightly, you know, just to make sure that I get all that groove juice off. Buff it once again. Now, obviously, some of these marks, it's going to take some work to really get in there and scrub it good. But before we go, I will show you the job that the powder coating place did on these pedals, man. I'm really excited. And then after this, I only got one more episode, and that is the unveiling of the kit in its entirety. So, not bad. Not bad at all. So, what I'll do is I'll do the back side of it. There's some fingerprints and stuff like that. So we'll do that side real quick. Just the edge, it looks like it needs it. So I'll go ahead and lightly rub that in. Oh yeah, it's eating that stuff off. Now, depending on the condition of your cymbals, you know, you just have like some fingerprint marking and stuff like that on it, it's going to be a lot easier for you to get this stuff off. But again, these have never obviously been cleaned, so it's taken a little bit more time for me to get down and get all this corrosion and, well, just tarnish, all the tarnish and fingerprints off, because it's never been done. So not bad. Not bad. It's not great, but better than what it was. So I'm going to continue moving on to the rest, and I will show you these pedals real quick because I'm very excited about them. Okay, as I said before, I was unable to get this plated, but I did get it powder coated, and it came out pretty good. In the sunlight, there's like a sparkle to it, which is really cool. But the fact that these are powder coated means that they're actually going to last a really, really, really long time. Whereas in the plating, you know, I mean, it's kind of for looks if you plate something, because if your foot's on there rubbing back and forth on the footboard constantly, you know, it's going to end up bubbling up. It's going to end up chipping away. If you use it all the time. You know, I made these to where, you know, I wanted to finish these to where you can actually use them all the time. It's not just going to be like sitting there for looks kind of deal. But I want to kind of give you a good look at that. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, so I forgot to tell you, because in the last episode I said that I was basically going to be doing the hardware last and then doing the cymbals before that. Well, I kind of switched it up, and I ended up doing all of the hardware because I just wanted to get it out of the way and I wanted to get it over with and done with. So I never showed you what the hardware looked like. So I'm going to show you that. Even though I have completely cleaned all the cymbals, I wanted to show you the hardware and how all that stuff came out. So we're in my home studio right now, and I'm just going to kind of give you a walkthrough of everything over here stacked up that was behind me. Okay, so there it is. All the hardware cleaned up, ready to go. I had to replace a lot as far as parts. Those are all replacements. Had to replace the clamps, the different brackets. That's replaced. That bar is replaced. I even spray painted the cowbells because they had rust, but I used Rust-Oleum, just a gloss black Rust-Oleum. Some snare drums over there in the corner, looking good. All the toms. Bass drum came out absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if you can tell, there's like glitter on the front hoop. It's really, really, really pretty. There's the pedals that are powder coated. Also had the hi-hat pedal powder coated as well. Everything is looking good, ready to be set up. Let me show you the cymbals because I cleaned those up. Those are all done. And there they are, nice and pretty. Ready to get set up. So one thing, if you had a question why we went with the powder coating, another reason was that to replace the hi-hat stand gold plated, with the pedals being gold plated and everything gold plated, it was going to cost the guy like $1,700. The pedals are $2,600 to have them completely gold plated, and he just didn't really want to put that money back into it. So he's already put a ton in just parts alone, and that was just kind of like just over the top for him. So that's why we went with the powder coating. So anyway, I'll throw you back over to the rest of the video. The final episode is going to be the unveiling. So one more to go. This is the final step in completely cleaning, refinishing, and restoring the Neil Peart R30 DW drum set. So I appreciate everybody watching, and everybody that has subscribed over the past, several weeks that I've been doing this. I really appreciate you guys checking me out. Again, keep checking back. I'm going to have more videos putting up. We just changed up the show at the Opry, so I'm going to have some new songs posted up from the Opry up on my page as well. I got some new covers that I'm going to be working on, and I have a very cool second project that I'm going to be working on that's going to be making an album. So keep checking back. I really appreciate everybody out there. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching as always. Please subscribe or pass it along to a friend if you guys are fans of channels like mine and many, many thousands and thousands of others. We really appreciate everybody out there showing support. And, we love to inspire. We love to create. We love to do what we love to do. So thank you so much for watching. Y'all have a great day.